Hello, 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 YouTube. I am Badger Piper, and we are filming in the van again. We haven't been out here in a while. I am currently smoking out of the cob I made in the last series. And we're going to do a little tobacco review, because in it today, I have some Casey Jones Last Ride. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews about this. I think it's relatively new. It is made by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. And so let's get to it, eh? What a guy should do is maybe read the description on the pouch, huh? Here we go. Conducted from 100% Black Cavendish, made from Green River Burley, Last Ride delivers a smooth yet tangy combination of warm caramel and subtle cherry flavors. Much like the legend of Casey Jones, share and enjoy this American-style aromatic. So yes, it is an aromatic. So you're not in the aromatics, might not be your cup of tea, but I don't know. Anyways, moving on. I purchased this tobacco because it was actually on sale at Pipes and Cigars. And right now, as the timing of this video, it is $3.99. I think otherwise it's going to retail for around $5, but who knows. This is if you like Black Cavendish, you probably like this blend. The pouch note, when you open it up, you'll notice a little bit of a hint of cherry. It's going to have a little bit of that a similar smell to Colt Blood Red Moon, and which is also made by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. But it's going to have a little bit of that the pouch note, or the tin note is going to be a little bit reminiscent of Colt Blood Red Moon, but not as strong. So it's hard to compare the two. You'll smell similar if you smoke any of that Colt stuff. The difference kind of in this and Colt is it's a lot smoother. The Cavendish does not, it burns very cool, extremely cool, I should say. It's I will say the flavorings in it are very mild. No tongue bite. I can't get it to tongue bite me. I was really puffing on it almost as much as that smoke coming out of that train, and still smooth. And even in my cob that's finished, which sometimes they get a little warm when they have a finish on them, still stayed relative. I mean, it got warm, but not hot like Colt Blood Red Moon. And I am doing a lot of comparisons, and there's excuse me, kind of the reason why is because the flavorings it's a little similar, but I'll get to that. Like Colt, you kind of honk on it pretty good, and you can get it to get warm. You can really get warm. This you can't. But why I reference Colt Blood Red Moon, like I said, the pouch note is a little similar to it. And what this blend is to me is what kind of some of the Colt series is not, especially Blood Red Moon, which I do enjoy once in a while because it is a great crowd pleaser, and it doesn't taste that bad, and I'm kind of in the mood for it once in a while. But what this one that doesn't do is that I find when I first start smoking it, I do get that cherry flavoring similar to Colt Blood Red Moon. But then it switches over to more to that caramel or vanilla flavor once you get into the bowl. And unlike Colt Blood Red Moon, which was really very, very much in front, very much in your face, to me it is. These notes are very subtle. They're more in the background. The cherry note is a little bit more in the forefront when you start, but then once you get into the bowl, you'll start picking up that caramel flavor or that caramel vanilla flavor, and it's a little more subtle. I'm not going to say you have to search for it, but it's not as doesn't come out as strong. So it has a little more, it's a little more interesting to smoke than I'm going to say like the Colt Blood Red Moon. So if you do like Black Cavendish, you'll probably like this. If you like aromatics, you probably like this. The nice thing about this, it's not as goopy as some of the other aromatics. I wouldn't even call it real goopy. I would say it's maybe a tick on the wet side in the pouch, but as far as goopiness, it's not bad at all. So And I haven't seen a lot of reviews on this yet, and I don't know if it's because it's pouch tobacco or because it's new. So I think it's kind of flying under the radar, and I really don't doubt that if the Scandinavian Tobacco kind of pipe or tobacco group would have put this in a tin and released it under the Cult series and called it something like Cult Stonehenge, this stuff would have been probably sold out already, or I mean, there would have been a ton of reviews and people would have went nuts for it. But since it's has a different name and it's in a pouch, I think it's not, not as popular right now. And I would say for the value, especially right now at $3.99 versus if you're gonna get a tin of Cult, that is roughly $8 to $10. Even at $5, this is going to be a decent value and a good smoke if you like aromatics, but not strong aromatics and non-goopy blends of aromatics. So that is my little review. And like LeVar Burton used to say, you don't have to take my word for it. Badger Piper signing off.